Start in OBS. This screen is always so funny to do. Okay guys, welcome back to this series, the Let's Dev series. I'm still FireWave, I'm still an indie dev, and today we're starting to create the game, finally. So on today's menu, we're gonna create the login screen UI. We're also gonna set up Google Play system to have the automatic signing, and we're gonna get the player's username, display it, and that should be it for this episode. So let's dive in right away. Okay, so we're back into Unreal Engine. The first thing we're gonna do is double check that we've got the Google Play plugin installed. So going back to plugin, installed, yep, play-based services. So once again, doing this without any plugins is really time consuming, and I've never achieved anything without it. So I highly recommend, especially if you're a solo developer or a small team, there's no shame in buying a plugin, buying services. And plus, this one provided by Parrot Gaming is pretty cheap and it works really well. So don't look at the one underneath because that's in a future video. But yeah, so this play-based services is what we need to integrate Google Play functionalities into a game. So yeah, just enable it. You'll probably have to restart the engine unless you did that before. And let's get into developing our UI. So you might remember that I've actually done some coding in the level blueprint. So yeah, just adding the widget to the screen. So we're not going to do anything in the level blueprint. We are going to do something else. So open up your content browser. So this is mine. We've got the maps and we've put a widget here temporarily. So the widget home screen. So we're gonna basically create a new folder called UI, and we're gonna drag and drop this one here. And we're gonna organize that by saying, oh yeah, no spaces. Screen elements, maybe other widgets. And here we go. So this is a little bit more structured. We're gonna do another folder. I'm gonna name this one Blueprints. And in Blueprints, we'll create another one again, and we'll call it Welcome Screen. Yep, this sounds right to me. Okay, now we're gonna not create a new folder, we're gonna create a Blueprint class. So for this, we're gonna select actor, name it BP underscore welcome screen manager. Yeah, this sounds right. Before doing anything, we're gonna drag and drop this blueprint manager into an empty scene. So you can see here on the right side that it's been added. So all good. Open it. And here we go. So we've got open the BP welcome screen and the widget. Oh no, sorry, this is the level blueprint. We're gonna open up the widget as well. So going back here, UI. Okay, so this is what we need to work with. So just leave that empty. Construction script, we don't need to touch that right now. And event graph is gonna be the place where we do the magic. So delete these two, we won't need it. Event begin play is the one we want. So one thing I highly recommend is whenever you work with plugins like this, always go on the documentation, take 5-10 minutes to read everything. Everything is really well explained in the case of Parrot Gaming Blueprint. It's really easy to understand. It gives you a step-by-step tutorial on what to do. Really useful. So first things first, we're gonna go into our project settings. We're gonna go down into plugins. We're gonna search for Google Play Base V2, and we are gonna check this one, the Enable Google Play Service V2. You can leave these two checked as well. So you may be wondering, oh, I need to fill this up as well. So in my case, I will not need to fill this information because I'm only going to use Google services. I'm not going to set up my own server to like pass some variables, some personalized data. You only need to check this one. And so we're gonna go back into our BP, so the screen manager, and we're gonna start coding everything we need to set up the Google authentication. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna go into sign in our user with Google accounts. So the first thing we're gonna actually do, we're gonna check if the user is actually logged in. So is logged in. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a quick check on this. So if you don't know the shortcut to spawn a branch node, you hold out the B key on your keyboard. Oh, sorry. You hold out the B key on your keyboard and you do a left click. It will automatically pop these nodes in. Otherwise, you can just search for branch. Anyway, if is logged in, we'll follow the process to, well, start the game. If not, we're gonna go with Google sign in. Yeah, launch Google sign in. So this node will actually prompt the user an interface to, well, use his Google account to log in, and we'll be able to use Google services to retrieve some certain information that will be useful for us later on. Okay, so after this, we need to do these events on success. So let's create a custom one. Oh, sorry, I just needed a dot. Here we go, add custom event, Google sign in success. Okay, and let's do it with the failure as well. Google sign in fail. Let's just do these for now. So, of course, you can see that if user is logged in, we'll go, well, just here. Little mess. Here we go. That's better. So in my plan, if the user is signed in successfully, then the UI will display the play button. And if the sign-in fails, it will display a message like Google sign-in failed. You can still play the game, but some features might not work properly. Please restart the game. We'll do some testing, see if this works, and we'll change according to, well, what's best for the user later on. That's pretty much all you need for the Google sign-in. Now there is the Play sign-in, which is different from logging in with its Google account. So for that, we do Google Play sign-in. We'll do this one. So I'm just gonna note myself a to-do here. Also, I remember there's a Google Play is authenticated variable, so we can do a branch node here as well. So let's see, this here, and the Google Play sign-in node will be activated on false if the user is not authenticated. Once again, we can create some custom events. So Google Play sign-in success, and we can do as well Google Play sign-in fail. So once again, we can decide what to do if it succeeds or if it fails. Fails, I'll just do duplicate here. So show that the user, there's an error with the Google Play sign-in. Whatever the case may be, I still want the player to be able to play. And so create widget, the lovely widget that we've created, which is welcome screen. Here we go. We're going to do promote variable, call it UI welcome screen, and we're going to add it to viewport. And voila. Normally this should work well. Something you need to know, if you test that on PC, mainly in Unreal Editor, all of this will always fail because it will not, it's not an Android device. There will not be the pop-ups for logging into a Google account. So beware that if you test everything on PC, you need to have a route that avoids everything here. Okay, so quick mistake I've made. I need to get, so small mistake of mine, get player controller to plug that here. Okay, so now if we test everything, it should all fail. Oh, so actually I am logged in with Google. It has to do with me logging with my Google account into Unreal, probably. But the Google Play Authenticated fails, so the branch goes into fail, Google Play sign in here. And since interface this can't communicate well with Google Play services, show the correct UI, it will neither go on to success or on failure, and nothing will happen. Although on mobile, this will work as intended. So when I said you need to have a, when you test on PC scenario, you need to basically branch here with the check-in condition being, are you on PC for testing purposes or are you on mobile for, well, production purposes? So I have found a method of checking if we are on the editor or if we're in mobile, and it's the is package for distribution. While running in editor, we can see that, okay, it goes into the full spin. And when we go onto mobile, it should go to the true pin. But anyway, we'll test that later on. If we are on PC, so is package, we go into there. If we are on PC, we straight skip all of that to go into launch UI screen. So the keyboard shortcut to align your nodes together is Q. So if, for example, I select all of them and press Q, it will align them. If I go there, yep, it works, hell yeah. Great. So what's left on our agenda is just beautifying a little bit the logging screen, and then we'll test that on mobile in a few minutes. So I am a single developer and I don't have an artist with me, and I'm probably gonna buy assets on the web for the art part of the game, or commission an artist, a friend of mine that will maybe do something. In the meantime, I am prototyping my game and I need to go fast. So what I'm gonna do is ask an AI, I'm gonna use Mistral AI to do this, to generate an image for me, just a little background or something. I am gonna put on the image generated with AI and for testing purposes only, as to remind me that I need to create either my own art or commission someone to do some real art and not use AI. My position on AI is you should use it to help you in your work, but you should not use it to replace human labor, which is artists, for example, visual artists, 3D modeling artists. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna ask it to create a simple background that sort of captures the emotions I want to put in my game. And here we go. I've just got the image, so I'm gonna save this one. Okay, I've got the image open in GIMP, a free software that can do image editing. And so I'm just gonna scale this image to properly fit into the screen. Also, I'm just gonna put the caption generated with the AI in the background. Okay, so this looks good as proportions and I've got the text on it, so let's export this image. So back into content browser, I'll specifically create a folder for all the textures I'm gonna create. So textures, and just drag and drop your picture into the editor and the texture should be imported correctly. Good. Now let's go back into our widget. We can delete the text as we don't need it anymore. Instead, we're gonna take an image. Here we go, so anchor here. Actually, we can fill all the screen, so okay. Oh, why does it not fill all the way? So actually, we're gonna do center. We're gonna do .5. Here we go. Size is 1920. 1080 to fill the whole screen. Brush image, so the only texture. Here we go. So this will be the background for our game. We are gonna add buttons at the center of the screen, so let's do that. So once again, I've got a asset pack that I'm gonna add to my game. So I'm using this one, the Sci-Fi Cyber UI. Unfortunately, it's not compatible with Unreal Engine 5.5, but that's nothing to worry about. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna install version, what's the latest? 5.4. I'm gonna install version 5.4 of Unreal Engine. I'll create a blank project, add this pack, then I'll migrate it to Outpost 42. Oh, 5.6 is available. Okay, great. My new temp project has been created. It's purely blank. So using 5.4, so now I'm gonna do add to project, select temp, adding. It's gonna download and do its shenanigan. And if I open up the content tab, I'll see this new folder, demo scene, all the files, all the buttons, yeah, all the textures. Okay, great. And some example widgets as well. Okay, so now what I need to do is right click on this specific folder, select migrate. Okay, I've selected all that I need. Yeah, okay, I just need to select that, press OK. Then I need to select where we're gonna migrate that. There we go, I'm in my folder. So going into content, assets, UI, select. Okay, so I stand corrected. I need to do that in the content file. Okay, that's done. I can close this one. Going back on the content folder. Okay, I can see that it's indeed here. So I'll just drag and drop it in assets and then in UI. Okay, great. So now I've got tons of new textures and they all look good to me. So going back into the widget, I want a few buttons. First, I'm gonna need a start game button on the middle of the screen. So something I do with this pack is I usually go into the widget, I look for the one with buttons, and I usually copy paste the elements. So I'm gonna want this cyan one, select the canvas, paste it, resize it, center it. Looks good to me. So one thing I want to check is that the image in the appearance tab and the style, normal, hovered and pressed, I want them drawn as images. Because if, for example, they're drawn as box, sometimes you can, well, in this case it's not the case, but you can have some white outlines where the green is here, and it can sort of be disturbing once on mobile. So be sure to select image and everything should be good to go. Next, we're gonna change the text into start game. Okay, here we go. This looks good. We'll probably do some custom fonting later in a later episode. We just want to stay simple for now. Going back into here, I want the gray one. So I want another button. I want to anchor it in the bottom right. Let's see, I'm gonna place it here. That sounds good. Just like round numbers. Looks good to me. I'll call this one privacy policy. Duplicate this one, and this one will say it's gonna be achievements. Okay, I'll do some achievements later. Okay, so this is our main menu. It looks good, but it's not ready yet. we're gonna rename the buttons. So this one I'm gonna say btn underscore start game. This one is gonna be btn underscore privacy policy. And this one is gonna be btn underscore achievements. We're gonna add a circular throbber in the middle, and we're gonna add some text as well, and this will be text loading status. Oh yeah, we're also gonna check that it's a variable. Buttons were already pre-configured as variable. Loader, we're gonna say it's variable as well. Now into the graph, we're gonna use the event construct script. So first of all, we are gonna hide the button start game. So set visibility as hidden. Then I want to set the text as sign in into Google. Then I want to create a custom event, loading Google Play. Then text loading, I want to change that as sign in into Google Play services. Create an event, show game play button, which then includes setting visibility of the text as hidden, but setting the button start game as visible. Also, the throbber, we're gonna hide it because we don't need it anymore. And here we go. Going a step ahead, the button start game, we're gonna create the unclicked event. We're just gonna leave it at that for now. So back into the welcome screen. Now that I'm realizing it, the launch UI, we're not going to put it at the end, we're going to put it at the very beginning, because we're going to need this UI welcome screen variable right now. So UI screen when launch Google signing. So on success, we're going to call the loading Google Play. And then at the end, we're going to say show game play button. Okay, so the process, we're starting with the home screen that's basically going to say sign in into Google Play with the button to start the game hidden. Then once we go into the process of the Google sign in, on success, we're going to say, okay, well, sign in has happened, so now we're going to load into Google Play services and then launch in play sign in. Once this is actually finished, we're gonna hide everything and then show the game start button. So this should be all good. We are gonna check if it works in the editor. We actually bypass the Google Play sign in and the Google sign in, so we directly land on this. The button seems to be working good, achievements and privacy as well, but they redirect nowhere. Ooh, mouse has gone. Oh yeah, quickly, we go into project settings, all settings, and you want to activate this setting, use mouse's touch, so just do OK. And then if we go back there, yeah, if I click wherever on the screen, the mouse stays hidden, stays displayed, and everything works as expected. Before compiling a new version and testing it on Google Play, we're gonna see if the button works. So back into the content browser here, maps, welcome screen, new level. We're gonna say Outpost map. Yeah, sounds right to me. So we're gonna open it. There it is. So basically just a void. Okay, so here we go. I just created the Outpost map. It's basically just a cube. I've added a sky sphere just to have a beautiful sky, direction light, and some skylight as well. So this is everything that we'll have for now. So if I just launch it, we can see that we still have the virtual joysticks right and left, so we can actually look around and move around just a little bit, so just to have a little bit of fun. We're gonna go back into our widget welcome screen, and basically once the user clicks on the button, we're gonna launch the new map. The level name was Outpost map, so I just copy it, then paste it here. Okay, and that should be pretty much it. So let's test this on the PC. So it loads, then start game, then we have the little... Oh yeah, I spawned inside the queue, so this is why I couldn't see it. Okay, that's not something to worry about. So everything seems to be working as expected, so we then go into project settings, Android, we update the store version by 1, so mine is 15. I'm just gonna add a 0.01 here. And since we created a new map, we're gonna have to add this one in the project settings, in packaging. If you scroll down a little bit, here, list of maps to include in package build. So just add one, 3 dots here. Sorry, 3 dots. So maps, Outpost map, here we go. And yeah, we're good to go. So compile the game and then we're ready to move into the next step. Okay, back into internal testing page on Google Play Console. Game has compiled, so let's create a new version. Okay, got the AAB file, gonna drag and drop it here. All good, so game is uploaded, and you can see here that version, it has the .01 that I've added on Unreal, so that's how I can keep track of version in here. Just say next, and then we can see a resume. Just say exam, save and publish. And good, now we just need to download the game from on our phone. Before moving on to the testing, I just need to correct one mistake I've did in the past. So here in the test and publish configuration and app signature, once again, all the information displayed here is highly confidential, so please keep it for yourself. This one, the SHA-1 key, so you are gonna copy this key. We're gonna go on our Google Cloud, and underneath clients, the OAuth 2.0 that we've created. So just select this one. Once again, confidential information, so please be aware of this. And here in the SHA-1 key that we've inputted, so I told you to input the one from your key tool that you've generated, but this was not the right one. You needed to actually paste the one from the Google console that I've just showed you seconds ago. So when you've done that, just click save, and then you good to go to test the app on your phone. Okay, and here we go. We are on the webpage to download the app. So this is accessed via the link that you give your testers. So let's go on the link. Here you get a Google Play page. You can update it, open the app and install it. So let's click open. And here we go. So I made a little change because I tested the app already. So I added some logs on the right hand side, which says, okay, the game is packaged, Google is not signed in, and then Google sign in success. Same with Google Play not authenticated, then Google Play sign in success. And with that, we have Google services working on our app. And then if we click start game, so yep. So you can see I can move around, and oh, this is basically the first step of a game. All right, and with that we conclude episode 3 of this Let's Dev series. So next time I think I'm gonna upgrade a little bit the UI. There's also something that doesn't look right with the Google Play plugin, so I'm gonna do some research on that, and I'll come back when I found what's missing. So until then, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.